I'm Steve Hogwood and welcome to Tucker, where we'll be wandering through the politics, the people, the culture and the gastronomic history of Australian food. We start our journey in Toowoomba in 1900, where a Frenchman has just invented the lamington, a sponge cake dipped in chocolate, coated in coconut. We believe a gastronomic mistake. Evidently in the hot summer of 1900, the Governor of Queensland, his wife and staff, including his renowned chef, Armand Galland, had headed to their country house in Toowoomba, Halloxton House, hoping the mountains would deliver some relief from the sweltering heat of the summer of 1900. Once in the kitchen, one of Armand Galland's kitchen hands accidentally drops a freshly baked sponge partially into a bowl of warm chocolate. Galland went ballistic and berated the young lady as he was under a very tight deadline to deliver the afternoon tea to the veranda. But then he stopped and saw this as an opportunity to experiment. So he dipped the rest of the sponge in the melted chocolate and sprinkled it with coconut, an extravagant treat of the day. The terribly British 8th Governor of Queensland and guests were evidently most impressed. In fact, our governor, or the second Baron of Lamington, that's where the name comes from, was obviously so taken with these newfound delights, he referred to them as those bloody puffy woolly biscuits. So Alex, how do you make a traditional lamington our good governor would have approved of?
Well, Steve, the first thing you've got to do is make the traditional lamington sponge cake.
Right.
And we do that by beating some eggs and sugar together, adding some flour, a little bit of corn flour, and very little butter.
Really? So less fat?
Less fat, so much better for us. Wow. So the first process is to beat the eggs and the sugar together until they're really thick and foamy and ribbony. Right. And believe it or not, that takes about 8 to 10 minutes.
8 to 10 minutes?
Indeed.
That's a long time, isn't it? Considering in those days they had no electrical appliances in kitchens, everything was done by hand. I mean, that looks like a lot of hard work, Alex.
It's really hard work.
A lot of elbow grease.
I'll tell you what.
What?
Would you like to have a go?
Oh, if you insist.
Absolutely. Be my guest.
Thank you. Well, they say a woman's work is never done.